Welcome to Part 2 Master Common French Words. In this video, we're diving into some of the most useful French words to help you start speaking right away. Each word comes with easy pronunciation tips, meanings, and examples. Ready to learn and practice? Let's jump right in and master some French. Ami means friend for males and ami for females. For example, mon ami vient. Ce soir translates to my friend is coming tonight. It's a vital word for discussing relationships, social interactions, and personal connections. École means school. It's a central word for education-related conversations. For example, l'école commence à 8 translates to school starts at 8 o'clock. Use école when talking about educational institutions, classes, or schooling activities. Travail means work. It's essential for discussing jobs, occupations, and daily routines. For instance, je vais au travail en bus translates to I go to work by bus. Use travail when talking about your job, workplace, or professional tasks. Manger means to eat. It's a fundamental verb for food-related conversations. For example, nous mangeons au restaurant ce soir translates to we are eating at the restaurant tonight. Use manger when discussing meals, dining, or food consumption. Boire means to drink. It's essential for conversations about beverages and hydration. For instance, elle boit un verre d'eau translates to she is drinking a glass of water. Use boire when talking about drinking liquids like water, juice, or coffee. Lire means to read. It's a key verb for discussing reading activities, literature, and information consumption. For example, j'ai lu un magazine chaque semaine translates to I read a magazine every week. Use lire when talking about reading books, articles, or any written material. Écrire means to write. It's vital for conversations about writing tasks, communication, and creativity. For example, elle écrit une lettre à son ami translates to she is writing a letter to her friend. Use écrire when discussing writing emails, letters, essays, or stories. Parler means to speak. It's essential for discussions about communication, language use, and conversations. For instance, nous parlons français tous les jours translates to we speak French every day. Use parler when talking about speaking languages, conversing, or expressing ideas verbally. Comprendre means to understand. It's crucial for conversations about comprehension, learning, and clarity. For example, je comprends la leçon maintenant translates to I understand the lesson now. Use comprendre when discussing understanding instructions, explanations, or ideas. Aider means to help. It's a fundamental verb for offering or requesting assistance. For instance, peux-tu m'aider avec mes devoirs? Translates to can you help me with my homework? Use aider when talking about helping others or seeking help yourself. Acheter means to buy. It's essential for shopping-related conversations. For example, those achètent des fruits au marché translates to they are buying fruits at the market. Use acheter when discussing purchases, shopping trips, or acquiring goods. Vendre means to sell. It's key for discussions about selling goods, services, or items. For instance, elle vend des vêtements en ligne translates to she sells clothes online. Use vendre when talking about business transactions, marketplaces, or offering products. Chercher means to search or to look for. It's useful for everyday scenarios where you're seeking something. For example, je cherche mes clés translates to I am looking for my keys. Use chercher when discussing searching for items, information, or people. Trouver means to find. It's essential for conversations about discovering places, objects, or information. For instance, nous avons trouvé un bon restaurant translates to we found a good restaurant. Use trouver when talking about successful searches or discoveries. Aller means to go. It's one of the most commonly used verbs in French for movement and future plans. For example, Je vais à la plage demain translates to I'm going to the beach tomorrow. Use aller when discussing where you're going or planning to go. Venir means to come. It's vital for discussions about movement towards a place or event. For instance, Elle vient avec nous au cinéma translates to she is coming with us to the cinema. Use venir when talking about joining someone or attending events together. Partir means to leave. It's essential for conversations about departures or ending activities. For example, Nos partons at 18 Schuers translates to we are leaving at 6 p.m. Use partir when discussing leaving places, people, or events. Arriver means to arrive. It's key for discussions about reaching destinations or completing tasks. For instance, those arrivent en retard translates to they arrive late. Use arriver when talking about arrivals, whether at places or after completing actions. Rester means to stay. It's useful for conversations about remaining in a place or continuing with an activity. For example, Je reste à la maison ce soir translates to I am staying at home tonight. Use rester when discussing plans to stay put or not leave a location. Retourner means to return. It's essential for discussions about going back to a place or resuming activities. For instance, Il retourne à l'école demain translates to he is returning to school tomorrow. Use retourner when talking about going back to places you've been before. Dormir means to sleep. It's a fundamental verb for discussing rest, health, and daily routines. For example, Elle dort 8 heures par nuit translates to she sleeps 8 hours per night. Use dormir when talking about sleeping habits, bedtime, or rest. Se lever means to get up. It's a reflexive verb used for daily routines related to waking up and starting the day. For example, Je me lève à 6 heures translates to I get up at 6 o'clock. Use se lever when discussing your morning routines or waking up. Prendre means to take. It's a versatile verb used in various contexts, such as transportation, meals, and objects. For instance, Elle prend le bus tous les matins translates to she takes a bus every morning. Use prendre when talking about taking transportation, food, or other items. Let's go over donner, which means to give. It's essential for conversations about gifting, offering help, or providing information. For example, you could say, Je donne un cadeau à mon ami, which translates to I am giving a gift to my friend. Use donner when discussing giving items, favors, or assistance. This video has now come to a close. We warmly invite you to join us for the next part, where we will continue learning new words to enrich your French vocabulary. We love hearing from you, so please share with us in the comments which word you find most useful. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more engaging videos.